All right, what is going on, everybody? If you're watching this video, I'm going to be talking about hospice companies in Houston, Texas. I'm going to be reviewing their marketing. I'm going to pick one company, not to shame them or to tell them they're doing a great job, really just to provide good feedback on what they're doing well, what they're doing not so well, what they can improve on, and just ultimately provide some value to hospice companies in Houston that are looking to grow. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to me, Sean@needmomentum.com, or you can obviously call me, 215-607-6482. We help hospice companies all across the nation with digital marketing grow and ultimately get more customers, and I'm really proud about that. So let's get started. So what I'd like to do is I like to just pick the first company who's ranking number one. So Vantage Hospice, let's start with these guys. And again, I'm not trying to slander anyone. I'm not trying to attack any company. I'm really just trying to give them feedback on their marketing, right? So as you can see here, they have a decent Google business profile. So they have a 4.4 out of 5. I would like to get this to about a 4.5, if not higher. Unfortunately, as you can see here, they are getting some one-star reviews, which is unfortunately dramatically hurting their potential rating. Because again, if all these one stars are perhaps like 3s or even 2s or 4s, they're going to have at least like a 4.7, 4.8 rating instead of a 4.4. So let's go into some of these reviews here. So what you want to do right off the get-go is it's really important to respond to all of these reviews. You can reply to all these reviews. They're not doing that currently, which is hurting them. I mean, they are responding to, I guess, these right here, but you want to go back through all of them and respond as best you can, especially the lowest reviews. So, this is tough to read. So, not enough staff. That's a long one. It's really hard to read, but at the end of the day, I would suggest Vantage to respond to all of these reviews because it's very important. You get in front of the client if they had an unfortunate experience. You're still putting yourself out there, and there's two sides to every story. I'm not saying this customer is incorrect, but if you as a business owner are able to take responsibility and respond to a review, you look so much better in the public eye than just leaving it there, right? So let's get started with going into their profile. So the reviews, we already talked about that. Question and answer section. It's going away, so I wouldn't prioritize it this much. They're doing a great job, it looks like here, of actually posting to the profile, which is good. You want to post anywhere from about 2 to 5 times a week. The one thing I would suggest as well is maxing out the number of profiles here. So they're missing Instagram, they're missing TikTok, they're missing Twitter, and Pinterest, I think, is another platform you're able to add on here. So you want to get all those 4 profiles added on, which is great. But yeah, I think for the Google business profile, that's one of the best things they can do because they do have all the social media profiles here. They just need to add it to the Google profile, which is a quick and easy thing. At first glance, the website looks fantastic. Let's see if we go to SEMrush here, if it's going to paint a better picture of where they are with some of their SEO initiatives. So let's see what we got here. Where are they? So, so currently, they're getting almost 1,200 visitors to the site every month. They have about 124 keywords they're currently ranking for. And if we go back pretty much 2 years ago, they've been, I guess, stagnant is the best way to say it. They're seeing, I mean, very similar traffic to where they were before. Well, actually, they're seeing an increase in traffic over the years, which is good, but their keywords are a little bit stagnant. So I would want to take a look at that. Currently, only 9% are transactional keywords, so keywords looking for intent. 57% keywords are informational. 13.5% are navigational. Commercial, 20%. That's to be expected. Currently, they are in, I would say, the middle pack. compared with Houston Hospice, All Right Daily, and Bayou City Hospice. And then you have some of the larger type companies that are comparable, like Kelly J. Grace or comingtotheword.com. So some competitive mapping here. Let's go to the actual site again. Let me turn on my trusty dusty keyword tool here, an SEO tool. So currently for their header title, Vintage Hospice. And so if they're trying to rank in Houston, I would have the actual location be in here, which is very important. Description, Houston area, Katy, Richmond. So that's okay. Can beef it up a little bit more though. So title tag. Yeah, I mean, they're doing an okay job here, but I would want to optimize it a little bit more. External resources. So, okay, they have Google Tag Manager set up. That's good. So this is on WordPress. Yeah, Google Tag Manager is great. I would want to include maybe Google Analytics as well as maybe Google Search Console. Google Tag Manager is good, but you need those two other assets I would recommend. Overall, the site looks very good, though, I will say. I mean, congrats to these guys. Like, it looks very, very posh. I like the color scheme. I like you have a nice, clear video here. Let's put this on. So under a minute video, really quick and easy. Hey, this is what we do. Let's check this video out. Looks like a stock footage video. So this could be a little bit better, I would say. Maybe, I'd want to have a little bit of better production behind this. That's what I would recommend. As you can see here, they're posting blogs. Does it say when the last blog was published? Because you want to post at least 2 blogs a week. No, it's not telling us. So, yeah, I would want to see when these blogs were posted. Testimonials, that's good. Good to have it. So yeah, I think overall, I mean, I would need to do an audit of the Google ads. I don't see any Google ads. I see a Google Tag Manager. Leave a review, so it goes to their Google profile. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, just some of the stuff that we talked about. I mean, it's good they're having like awards given to them. They have testimonials, which is nice. I really just think a couple key things to the website as well as the local SEO is going to be very key. But let's go to their LinkedIn page and we'll get a better determination of what they're posting and ultimately what they can be doing a better job at. So let's see here what all they're doing on social media. So they posted 14 hours ago. Post before that was 17 hours ago. So yeah, I mean, kudos to these guys. They're actually posting a decent amount. It looks like they are taking a lot of stock footage content. So, and they're not getting that much engagement. So no likes here, 2 likes here, 1 like here. So they're not really getting that much engagement. A really super easy way to get more engagement is actually taking nice curated video content of like the staff, obviously not of the patients unless you're getting permission, and their families as well. I know hospice is a very, very delicate niche and we need to treat it as such. I do like these graphic designs, but I feel like sometimes they're a little used too much. Although I will say the post here has gotten more engagement than any other post in the last like week or two. So I think they're definitely needed, these graphic design posts, but it is going to be a little bit better if you're using actual content of staff members and potentially even like the clientele, right? With their permission, obviously. It just looks a little bit better. So overall, they have over 300 followers, not too bad. I would like to increase this to over 1,000 though. Just over 1,000 looks good in the eyes of social media. Going into their about section on the LinkedIn. And I'm going to generalize this too, because I think what these guys are going to be doing is for LinkedIn. They're also going to be doing it for Instagram. They're going to be doing it for Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's going to be really important. It's taking a little while to load here. Let me see if I can go to the home page. I'm going to follow them too, help them out just a little bit. But yeah, I think overall, like, let's take a step back here. These guys are doing a good job. If I had to give them a rating and a scale, I would say they are at roughly a 6.5 out of 10. There's a lot to be done here, but they're doing an okay job. I think it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the best in regards to what they're doing.